Virgo. Today we're going to look at June 25th, 2025. And that's the new moon in Cancer. We're going to look at Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards. And we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box below, I have links for meditations for each of these tarot cards that I drew for you today. So let's start with numerology. And today's number is 22, and that's a master number, and is known as the master builder. It represents vision, discipline, and the ability to bring dreams into physical reality. It's powerful, productive, and focused on long-term legacy. So for Virgo, a sign already steeped in diligence and practicality, this vibration amplifies your natural talents, planning, precision, execution. Today is about creating tangible results from your grandest goals. You might find yourself finally mapping out the business you've been dreaming of, completing a detailed proposal, or organizing your physical space to align with a greater and bigger vision. Whether it's clearing out digital clutter or designing a new lifestyle system, you're setting up structures for lasting success. So let's look at astrology. So the new moon is in Cancer, and that activates Virgo's 11th house of community and aspirations and future visions. It's a time to plant seeds on how you want to show up in the world and who you want beside you as you rise. The sun is also there in your 11th house. So together they're going to talk about friendships and networks and long-term goals. It's a powerful time to set intentions related to your social life, collaborations, and hopes for the future. Who inspires you? Where do you belong? So you might join a mastermind, apply to a grant or fellowship, or reimagine your role in the community group that aligns with your values. Mercury, that's in Leo, your 12th house. That's going to talk about inner voice and secrets and rest. So your ideas are brilliant, but best whispered to yourself right now. This placement supports private planning, writing, and inner dialogue. So you might spend time journaling about future goals or quietly building something behind the scenes, like a book draft or a brand concept. Venus is also in your 12th house, and that's going to talk about inner desires and secret love and spiritual beauty. So you're reconnecting with your softer inner world and secret wishes. Let beauty bloom in private for now. You might develop a crush on someone, but keep it to yourself, or rediscover an old artistic passion you now nurture quietly. Mars is in Taurus, your 9th house. That's about higher learning and expansion and travel. So you're taking tangible steps towards growth, whether through study or spiritual exploration or long-distance planning. So you could enroll in a long-term course, finalize plans for a move abroad, or commit to a deep spiritual practice with patience and determination. Now let's look at the tarot cards. And this one is the 8 of Wands, and that talks about swift movement and momentum and messages. The 8 of Wands is all about acceleration. News arrives, plans move forward, and inspiration strikes like lightning. This card signals fast-paced energy. Things you've been waiting on may suddenly take flight. So you might get a response to an application, a call from a collaborator, or a flood of inspiration that propels you into action. Email, texts, and sudden clarity could change your direction in a flash. Here's the advice. Stay open and ready to act. Don't let overthinking slow the momentum. Trust the timing and ride the wave. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles talks about teamwork and collaboration and craftsmanship. And the 3 of Pentacles represents the power of co-creation. It's about working together harmoniously toward a shared vision and honoring each person's unique role. So you might find yourself in a group project where your skills are recognized, or perhaps you're finally building something with a partner or mentor. Whether at work or home, this card values mutual respect and shared goals. Here's the advice. Open up to collaboration. You don't have to do it all alone. Building together brings strength, structure, and success. Then we got the Nine of Swords. And that, it's about worry and sleeplessness and inner anxiety. So this card reflects the mental anguish that happens behind closed doors. That's overthinking and guilt and stress, or fear that you're not doing enough. That is just so Virgo. It's the spiral of what ifs and sleepless nights. So you may be wrestling with imposter syndrome, or doubting your path, or carrying sacred anxieties. Perhaps you've been keeping up appearances while internally feeling like everything could fall apart. So here's your advice. Speak your worries aloud. Don't let them fester in silence. Reach out for reassurance and support. Your fears aren't the full story. Sometimes the mind just needs a kind voice to remind it of its truth. So, how does this day affect Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? So, Virgo, Sun, your focus is pulled toward the future and your place in something larger than yourself. Today invites you to reflect on your goals, your collaborators, and how you're building a meaningful legacy. So you might begin outlining a project you've launched with others, or reach out to people who share your vision. You're thinking bigger, but with a Virgo commitment to detail and quality. Virgo Moon, your emotional world is seeking connection and purpose. You may be feeling called to nurture others through a shared ideals, or align emotionally with future goals that give you a sense of belonging. You might feel inspired to volunteer for a cause or support a friend's dream, feeling deeply fulfilled by community contribution. You're seen as someone quietly working toward a higher vision, even if others don't yet know what's coming. It's a day to align your actions with your long-term aspirations. So you may revamp your website, network strategically, or build a portfolio with the future in mind. Quiet but meaningful progress. So here's the summary of what this day means to Virgo. The new moon in Cancer lights up your desire for meaningful connection and purpose-driven action. There's a powerful mix of speed, collaboration, and inner healing at play. So the Eight of Wands brings swift progress and unexpected momentum. The Three of Pentacles supports teamwork, shared goals, and skill building, and the Eight of Swords asks you to gently acknowledge and release your inner anxieties. So here's the real life takeaway. Be ready for sudden news, sudden movement, or inspiration. Don't delay when the door opens. Lean into your team, mentors, or collaborators. It's not all on your shoulders. And don't suffer in silence. Your fears are valid, but they don't define you. Speak, share, and soften. Here's the advice for Virgo on this day. Move with the current, not against it. Let others help carry the vision, and don't let the perfectionist within you hold you hostage. You're building something beautiful, brick by brick, breath by breath. Thank you, Virgo, and I hope to see you in another reading.